I didn't even notice, so they'll never notice.
Okay, good.
They'll never notice because
Okay, I'm going upstairs.
No, you said you were staying with us. What's the matter with you?
God, I don't want to.
Yes,
shush and just stay
Eden,
there.
stop being a poo-poo head.
Do I have to?
Yes, you
For
have
how
to.
long?
No.
no, she's just going to talk about the predictions.
For 5 hours.
Well, if it turns into 5 hours, then it turns into 5 hours.
And then I go upstairs.
Then you can go upstairs. I have no underwear on.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
You just said that on live feed. That's hysterical.
Oh, shut it up! Christina.
What? I'm sitting here trying to add it to group.
Is there anybody on?
No, not
Okay,
really.
go
It's
on.
10:30 at night. Who the hell's coming on?
Nobody's ever going to see that, are they?
No. Well, we're doing predictions, so yeah.
No, that part. Oh my God. Are you
They're not gonna hear you. You're too far away.
Mom, but they'll come back online.
Shut
in
up,
the
Eden.
morning, though.
say that.
Just stop talking about it.
Mom, you should end it and quit it and then.
No, because I already started adding.
Mom, end it and delete it.
Oh my
You can't
god.
embarrass Yvonne.
I'm not embarrassing Yvonne.
Yeah, she just said it's embarrassing.
I don't have a.
Yeah, you didn't say it though.
Mom doesn't have a bra on.
But that's why do you think I was whispering? Because I'm on live.
I didn't know that.
Mom doesn't have a bra
Really?
on.
This is me you're talking to.
God.
Oh my God.
She knows her bra.
Oh my god. Thank you for letting everybody know. Now they can all try to analyze that instead of listening to me. So this is all good.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, now we're all embarrassed.
Wasn't me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what?
Thank you, Eden.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, give me a minute. We're trying to add.
I love you too.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi. I'm still sick, so bear with me. Very, very. Wait, you got the sniffles too?
No,
Or are you smelling
I
something?
just need to blow my nose.
Tissues. All right. Okay. Oh, I can't read my predictions.
Why?
They're on my phone.
I told you to send them to my phone.
Oh crap!
Get off
That's
and
why.
Get them off and send them to my phone.
Oh crap!
Tell me you'll be back.
I got an idea. Anybody? Okay, here's what I have. Anybody have? Can anybody go to? And this is the whole reason I'm on tonight. Can anybody go on my page and find the predictions post that I posted?
But how are they going to show them to you?
They're gonna get off here and go find it. I want to see if somebody finds it. If you find it, I want you to inbox Yvonne Parrish. They can send it to you.
On Facebook.
On Facebook Messenger. Send it to Yvonne, Yvonne Parrish, Perich. Because if you send it to me, I'm not going to see it. Unless I grab my computer. Oh, just send it to me. I'll get my computer. Let me see. Grab my computer. Man, I'm still sick. So bad. This is the whole reason why we went live. We started talking about the predictions because Yvonne was asking me. And somebody broke into my account from Chicago, Illinois, and I got a message from Facebook that the Facebook page was on lockdown. So whoever was trying to break in was really trying to break in. And I have this huge password that's very hard to break into. So he must have been really trying really hard. So he must have gotten in somehow, and that's why they put it on lockdown. Because the only thing missing from my page is the prediction post.
And we didn't really...
We can't find it anywhere. Thank God I took pictures of it. But if somebody can find it, send it to my messenger. Send me the post or at least pictures of it. And I'm going to go on, and I'm going to make sure that I download this video as soon as we're done, so they can't delete it.
I'm gonna change your password again.
I have 5 times in the last day. I've been constantly changing it.
Is it really long and stressful?
She did a good, Aiden.
Okay, good.
She made it good.
Okay, somebody found it. Somebody just inboxed me. Oh, crap. I just noticed.
What did you notice?
I have to log in
Eh,
because it kicked me out on my
it's really fun. That's super fun.
Hold on, guys. I gotta log in. Let's see if that worked.
Yeah, mommy,
All right. Checking.
there you go.
I'm getting there. Still got some breathing issues and coughing. Okay. I'm seeing who sent it to
There
me.
it is. Sue sent it to me.
Okay.
I sent it to you too.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Sue. Oh, thanks, Eden. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Eden.
Now, see, I can't find it. For some reason, they have blocked it from me, so I can't find it. It's really, really sad. So, anyway, okay, so we're gonna discuss the predictions. Now, this is so funny. My TV producer calls me, freaking out, and she says to me, and this is what started kind of like me wanting to kind of do this whole live feed on it. But she calls me and says, you know, that, how should I put it? You know, when you told me about them human robots that look like humans and they're having sex with people, like, yeah. She goes, oh my God, I just thought you were full of shit. I know you were right about stuff, and you're very popular and you're very right about stuff. She says, I just thought that was a bunch of hooey. I didn't really believe it. I thought it was just out of the water crazy. She goes, I just read an article on this guy starting a brothel for robots where men can come and have sex with robots. I go, yeah, it's happening. And she goes, all right, what else can you tell me? What else do I need to know? So I started going through all these predictions, all this stuff with her, and she goes, we need to revamp your show. So she's like redoing the show. Oh wait, I can't get in your thing. It blocked me out. So I was like, and I'm sitting here discussing this stuff with her, and oh my God, and she's like, yeah, we need to revamp your show. We need to redo stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna start going over these predictions, and
Just have the screen every once in a while.
Yvonne was like having a lot of questions for me. I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions for me, so let's kind of just start this. The first one is now remember, guys, this is 2019 and on. 2019 and on. Antarctica's two most largest shelves will succumb to Earth's warming climate. It's obviously getting warmer. You guys notice that it is middle of December, and we have yet to see a lot of snow. Hello.
We have in the past couple of years.
Yeah,
So
but it's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
We've only had 2 snow days, and it was like this much of snow.
Yeah.
So pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last time the Earth was this warm was over 3 million years ago, which means more hurricanes, especially Category 1, and water destructions on American soil. But Europe will be hit hard as well, like a domino effect. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and also Texas. The months this will kind of start taking place is January, April, July, and October. Okay. Do you guys have questions about the Antarctica?
Yeah, just do the one question and answers at a time.
See if anybody has questions. But I must have hit a nerve with my predictions because they have blocked me from seeing my own post. I cannot find it worth a lick. Pretty sad.
Nope. It's gone.
So I'm going to keep posting it because I really could give a crap.
I would keep posting it. Every day
I'm going to keep posting it because, and I got a notification, somebody from Chicago, Illinois, from a Mac OS X tried to break into my account. Well, I guess he was successful because we cannot find that post at all.
We can't find any Monday's posts.
I did that.
Just every once in a while, tap the screen, Christina.
Okay.
I gotta fix
Thank you, Janice. Okay. The next one is a spiritual famine will take place among many European countries, for many will be forced to move away from their homes into other countries and other religions due to wars and misguided religious teachings. Many Christians will seek refuge in other countries, but also be lost within other regions, which causes the soul to seek spiritual food for understanding. It's a strong spiritual hunger. Thank you, Janice Elders. One of the things my TV producer asked me was, does this have to do with Trump? And I said, well, elaborate. And she said, well, Trump's taking the troops out of Syria. And I said, yeah, because subconsciously, Trump knows that there's a full-out war coming, and Syria is going to be involved in this. And he subconsciously knows that none of our troops are going to survive that, and he's pulling them now before it happens. He is subconsciously getting it from his guides. Remove those troops now. He is listening to his guides. I'm going to be the first to tell you right now, I can't stand Trump. He's egotistical, whatever. But he was just like Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. Nobody liked Nebuchadnezzar, but he got the job done. He had to do what he needed to do. He was anointed by God to do what he needed to do, because why? He didn't care what people thought. He didn't hide. He just did what he needed to do. That's what Trump does. Just let him do what he needs to do.
Exactly.
People need to stop griping about him. Yeah, he's annoying. He's a jackass. Who the hell cares? Let him just do what he needs to do. Right. Stop griping about it. It's going to happen whether you gripe about it or not. Just let it go.
Let him go and do his thing.
He was anointed by God to do what he needs to do. Just let him do it. Griping about it's not going to help you. It's just going to upset you more. Let it go. It's just energy you don't need to be hanging on to. This spiritual hunger is going to be happening in these areas, and he was subconsciously told, take those troops out of that area because they're not going to survive. And on Trump's dime, a soldier dying, not going to happen. Okay. Queen Elizabeth, the longest ruling monarch, will be passing down her crown to the next of kin, which we all know is Charles. But due to karmatic energy, he will not be ruling long. Prince William will be the true ruler. However, I am not allowed to explain why Queen Elizabeth is stepping aside as of yet. I'm permitted to not talk about it. Okay. Another big thing, microchipping. Well, let's go, I'm going to go back to the robots.
Yes, go back to the robots.
I'm going to go back to the robots because the reason, and Alicia said, I don't understand how people can just be with a robot. What's the point of it? I don't get it. I said the point is, and this is going to show off, but that's going to have to. The point is, men want somebody that they don't have to answer to, have an emotional attachment to. It's coming to that point. That's why people are cheating so much. They don't want to be in this monogamous, I gotta answer to somebody, oh, I gotta coax you and make you feel better because you feel sad. It's the whole point of this is to kind of put this border in between two people and kind of take you out of the human experience of understanding love. This is the whole point of this. This is why there's robots, okay? We're just gonna get rid of some of these people. Okay, sorry guys. So the point of the robots is to take you out of the human experience of understanding love, because the whole point of us coming to Earth is to understand love through hard, difficult times. How do you love somebody through a difficult time? How do you forgive somebody through a difficult time? How do you receive love through a difficult time? This is partly why we're here. And hey Tessa, oh, congratulations on your win. You still haven't called the shop. We need your address to ship that stuff out to you. But anyway, not to be distracted, but now women are becoming more, Eden, honey, hold on. Women are becoming more empowered, more independent, and men are becoming more like back in the back burner. They're not making as much money, and the women don't feel like they should have to answer to them. I'm making the money, and it's coming to the point where, well, what are you doing here? Like, you're not doing dishes, you're not helping me out. So I have heard this so many times from women where they're doing all the work and they come home and the husband's just sitting around, and they sit there and they go, I feel better when he's not even in the house. I feel better when he's working night shift. I feel better when he's not around. I feel more myself when he's not around. And this is what's causing it. Men have to step up. Women have to kind of come down. Don't be so manly, independent, but kind of partner up. You know, men have to step up, women have to back down, and come to this middle ground where they're partners. Because men are going to go towards these robots. Women are going to go towards a robot that's going to be cuddly and snuggle with them, and maybe, oh, they come home and the dishes are done because that's what robots do. They do duties. And this robot is catered to how she wants them. The men want the women submissive and do their sexual biddings. Yeah, it might ease up on the whole, no, not that, but the sex trafficking, that will ease up on that. I can see that happening, yes. But the whole reason for the robots is I don't have to answer to somebody. I go do what I need to do, and I go on my merry way. What are you learning humanly from that? You're not. So again, eventually down the road, the human experience is going to be kiboshed, which is what I'm going to get to. Okay, put that on. Thank you, Janice. Okay. Let's go to microchipping. I've talked about the microchipping about 2 years ago. This will take place mainly in major cities, but everyone will eventually be forced to have one due to the dependency on them. Again, my producer was saying things like, well, what, I don't get it. What's the microchip do? I don't understand. What's the whole person? That sounds kind of stupid. And I said, well, basically, it's going to come down to everybody getting their identity taken, and it's going to come down to you can't get groceries, you can't pay your bills, you can't do anything, you can't get gas without this microchip. And it's not even going to come to the point where, let's say, for example, you're in an elevator and there's an app that everybody is to be on. Eventually, everybody will be on this app. And this app, and you're in an elevator and you're smiling and you're like, and that person gets a ding notification that you like them. And that like gives them a point. Now, let's say, for example, somebody spills coffee on you and you're angry and you're mad and you go, I don't like them. And you hit this thing and it gives them a notification that they just got down a point because you accidentally spilled coffee on them. And instead of just being humanly like and going, oh, it's okay, I see that you tripped on that piece of paper or you tripped on a stick. It's okay, don't worry about it. No, I don't like you. Down point. Bye. And snub them. It's going to come to this, where it's a like system, a like or dislike. And if you, and let's say, for example, you want to go to a hospital or you want to go get coffee, it's going to come to this point where you have to have so many points to go to these places. So let's say you want to go to Starbucks. You have to have 300 points to get a coffee.
That's it.
And if you don't have 300 points, you can't get a coffee here. Sorry, bye. Because the lower your points, the more disgraceful you are to the society. Do you get how this is working? Oh. It's disgusting. That's what it's coming to. China's already doing this.
What? Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's new to me. Okay, go ahead. So hold on, we're getting to this. And the reason I'm doing all these predictions is I'm trying to get to the reason as to why I am here. Why did I walk in 2009? I'm going to get to that. Socially, we will be more open. The extension of our circle of friends will expand carefully. However, this expansion will now start to pull in a third person into the relationships who will destabilize the relationship. I am already seeing that right now in my personal relationships. It's pretty sad. This is why I only keep my circle this small and I don't let any outside people come into my life. I get a lot of people calling the shop. We have a system that we go by. No one gets to me. I'm sorry, guys. There's way too many people emailing, messaging, phone calling, trying to come into the shop to see me. If I talk to every single person, forget it. Put me in a loony bin, put a straitjacket on me. I'm freaking done. Just do me in. I'm done. Because I can't do it. There is a system you go by. You talk to my media team or you talk to my shop team. You don't see me unless you have an appointment or we have a meeting together where it's scheduled in. Even if this means you have a class with me, and most of the classes are done online because I can't do one-on-ones all the time. It's going to take too much time for classes. That's why I have the classes online where everybody can communicate and talk with one another and get to know each other. If you have questions about that class, it's right there. My team sees it, I see it, and I can answer your questions better through the class than you trying to get me on Messenger or through the shop, okay? So, and it's gonna get even worse, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's some developments on the TV shows, and I don't know if I'm gonna be around next year to even do any of this. We are taking everything day by day. We are working with networks right now. I don't know if I'm gonna even be here, guys. I'm telling you, things that I came here for a specific message. I am not here to hold your hand. I'm here to give you messages, and if you take those messages, you are good. This is why I'm getting so sick, because Maria is trying to pull me away from all this frustration, aggravation. She's trying to pull me away and get me to kind of concentrate on things that need to be done for this mission. I cannot be here holding everybody's hands. Like when you guys have questions about dreams, I started a whole session for dreams. Don't message me about a dream because you're going to get redirected right back to the website where you can set up a session where for $10, I can do 3 of your dreams. Super easy. Set up a session. Because I can't do it on my free time because why? I'm trying to get these books. One of the things that I'm trying to point out is, Eden, hold on, honey. One of the things I'm trying to point out is these books are so important. If I spend more time doing, and the live feeds are very important, that's why I only do them once a week. If I did them more than that, it would take up too much time. These books are the scriptures. I'm bringing the scriptures to you. And I need the time to do that. Do you guys see my face? Do you see how tired I am? I have got to get these scriptures done. This is why I'm here. I've got to get these messages out.
They could do their own living in.
You have to start understanding, and this is why I do the live feeds. You have got to start listening to your guides. Start listening to them. I cannot hold your hand through every single question. If you guys have questions about shipment, if you have questions about crystals, call the shop. My media team can't answer that stuff. The shop team can, because they take care of the shipments, they take care of the crystals, okay? This is very important, guys. You're just gonna keep getting redirected if you message through Messenger. Call Yvonne. Yvonne knows everything about me. She's my bestie. We're like this. Anything you need to know, she's gonna answer it because she's right next to me 24/7. Anything I teach, she will repeat it to you because she hears it 24/7. You guys cannot go wrong by calling the shop and talking to Yvonne. You guys are good to go. Talk to Yvonne. And yes, it is going to be very hard to get to me because I make it that way because I can't talk to every single person, guys. I'm serious. I'm ready to cry. I wish I could, but I can't. It is draining the crap out of me to the point I'm getting sick.
That's not your mission.
I need a break. I need a break.
Yeah.
I have thousands. I don't think you guys understand. I think you guys see that you guys message me and that's it. No, I have thousands from Australia to Berlin, to Britain, to China, Singapore. I have clients in Singapore. Australia is huge. Guam. There's a couple in Guam. There's several in Hawaii. There's several in Canada. I have people
Africa.
all over the world that are trying to talk to me. This is why I have a media team. I know, right, Ben? Who wouldn't want to talk to Yvonne? She's like the sweetest. She's like a fucking cupcake. You can't go wrong with her. She's a fucking cupcake. She's like a fucking teddy bear that poops rainbows. Okay, seriously. Seriously. Wait, sorry. What's going on with a William? No, William, you're not an admin. I'm sorry. You're getting blocked, honey. Sorry. Can't be doing that. Guys, the only admins you're seeing right now is me. That's it. Or Yvonne. That's it. Yvonne is I don't think people understand how important Yvonne is to my mission. She is extremely important to my mission, or she would not be here. I see so many times people coming into the shop that want to one-up her, or they want to trump her because they know how close her and I are. And if they know that they can weasel their way in and make her look bad or make her feel bad about herself, because I see people that just want to make her feel bad about herself and break down her confidence, or question who I am, or question my predictions, or question what I'm teaching. It's not going to happen. Our bond is too close. Not going to happen. Okay? She's my right-hand man, always will be. Let it go. We just talked about this. We just had a meeting for the last 3 hours, and I was like, you know what? I'm going live. I'm just going to get all this out on the plate. We're not going to have anybody try to delete the predictions down or anything like this, and we need everybody to be on the same page when it comes to delegating questions, who to go to for answers, because you're not going to get to me. Guys, I'm too busy and I'm tired. I've been sick for 2 weeks, and I have had several people demand that they talk to me. I am sick. I am on meds. I am tired. I am sleeping. The last thing I want to do is discuss anything. My discussion was with my pillow and me slobbering, okay? It got very detailed there.
You would love to talk to everyone personally.
I would love to talk to everybody.
You don't want to.
Right, exactly. I would love, I was in Subway. I was having the time of my life. I saw this older woman and their son and an older man, and I was like, hi. I was like, did you guys do your Christmas shopping? Like, I love talking to people.
You are a people person.
But when I see somebody demand that I talk to them, the first thing I'm going to do is go, nope. If you're demanding to talk to me, it's not going to happen now. Because I'm not your beckoning. I'm not a puppy dog. I don't come to your beckoning call like that. That's not how this works. I'm sorry. That looks so bad. It's unreal. It's so bad. I'm not going to do that. I'm not a puppy. I don't answer to snips. Okay, the next thing is, we touched up on relationships and how people are trying to weasel their way into relationships, okay? And the next thing is the stock market will be profitable in the summer and fall months. So if you have stock, look to those months. Those are very important months to go for, okay? And your guides are doing that to kind of help you guys out along the way with money. They know how money is hard right now, so they're giving you kind of like a heads up. Look for those months. How do you avoid? Aliska, I'm going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Give me 1 minute. We're going to get to that. Okay, new discoveries. Big thing. It's already starting to happen. New discoveries towards health will take place in 2019. This and beyond. 2019 is going to start this. This will make awareness towards the heart, circulatory system, stomach, due to food, how our food's being processed, because people are getting sick with the stomach, and it's becoming a high awareness that this needs to be taken care of. But also, Maria's kind of giving me a heads up about cancer. Things are going to start coming out about cancer as well. This is due to trade war, and most of the items we buy, which we are hugely dependent on, which are made in China. This will mainly affect soybean, cotton, corn, and other agricultural industries. Trump, however, has the upper hand on that. Our economy is strong, and the politicians of both parties support the strategic objective of importing China's rise and preserving U.S. global dominance. China will become the new world leader above US for now, but Trump will find many ways to get us out from under the cycle because he is, again, guys, ready? All about money, remember? Bush and Obama got us into this mess. He is trying very hard to get us out of this mess. What was the show that you had told me about?
Designated Survivor. It's on
Yvonne
Netflix.
said, if you want to see what
really happens behind the walls
the
of
walls
the
of,
White
of becoming or being a president,
Yes.
if you really want to see what Trump goes through, or what any president goes through,
Any president.
watch. Is it on Netflix?
Netflix.
It's called
Designated Survivor.
Designated Survivor. She said it gave her an eye-opening awareness of
What
really
the president goes through on
what
a
the
daily
president goes
basis,
through.
what he fights every day. It's phenomenal. It'll open your eyes up.
Michael, and we're getting to that, honey. Let me run the live feed, okay, honey? I'm gonna get to that. Okay. Hold on real quick. Oh, Sandy, I'm on a sabbatical. I've been on it for 3 months. That's why I haven't been doing any readings. You're welcome, guys. Okay, the next prediction. Possibility of life on the moon. NASA has already been finding ways to live on the moon with its orbital lunar platform Gateway project. Trump has ordered a return to the moon's surface. A lot of people I don't know are very much aware of this just yet. Right, Ben, exactly. Other countries are getting into the moon game and returning to the surface themselves. However, with an already living alien civilization, which I have actually talked about before, this will be a very difficult task to accomplish because this alien race wants nothing to do with humans or what humans have been doing to Earth. They've physically firsthand have been witnessing. The Greys will be known as Truth when truth comes out about them by an unsuspected breakout in Area 51. It is time for humans to expand and be aware, and this is the first step that this energy will open up to Earth accepting that Earth is not alone. World War III will start after the last Pope's death, and this is more of a financial survival World War III. This will happen after the last Pope's death, the one after Pope Benedict XVI. This will take place by the assassination. This war will involve two superpowers and will be 28 to 29 years old. This is in reference to an angel who protects those who suffer from mental illness. Again, this is going to be a financial, emotional stability war that's going to hit. And this will be 2019 will begin this process. A total sun eclipse on June 23rd, which is to mark the underlying disaster of the Catholic Church, but also other Christian church. The downfall of the leader of the Catholic Church will bring chaos to the world religion. This marks the new Earth's beginning of ascension of the enlightened souls. This downfall has been happening, but this lunar eclipse is going to kind of set marking.
Let me go get your water out of my car.
There's water in the fridge. Okay. Yeah, Kimberly, things like depression. Exactly. Depression is the biggest thing that you're going to see a lot of celebrities, people in Britain, London, overseas area who are going to start talking out or kind of speaking out about suicide and depression. It's going to be the biggest thing, the biggest movement of trying to get people aware to not take this way out, because there is a heightened vibration that's going to make you want to run from this earth, and the only way out is through suicide, if not a car accident. So this big movement of awareness to suicide and depression is going to heighten because the vibration is heightening and you're going to want to run. Now, we're going to get to, and I'm going to explain why all this is happening. We're going to get to all that. Just give me a couple minutes here. The big earthquake, 500 miles long, 2 tectonic plates, which I have been talking about for the last 3 years, that there are scientists digging, and they should not be digging. They are causing these tectonic plates to slip, okay? I will try to find the live feed I did of all those predictions. It would have been about 3 years ago. Kimberly, won't be like the Depression era. What you're basically going to see is a lot of depression and suicide, which they are trying to prevent. Nancy, in a way, yes. Oh my God. John, seriously? Can we mature a little bit here? All right. 2 tectonic plates will collide and one will slip underneath the other. I have talked about that, and I discussed all this, that digging deep into the Earth's crust is causing this issue, telling the scientists to stop doing these events, to stop doing these, because these events will take place. This earthquake will take place near California, Canada, and Washington. Animals of every kind will come closer to man, and we're going to get into that where I talked about the blue lights. Humanity will soon be able to speak with animals with a specific technology. This year will begin this process. This year will bring Earth to that path. Animal slaughtering will become a thing of the past down the road. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Again, this is a word for me on the post that I posted that was being hidden from me. But a word from me: Earth is to purge in order to bring forth a new ascension process. These predictions aren't to scare you, but prepare you for the changes that will come. However, not all of these changes are meant to come. Okay, in my book, and I've talked about this several times, I am a walk-in. I arrived in 2009. I am part of the second wave volunteers. You have the third wave kids here that are affecting their families and other children around them to kind of come to this awareness. I came in 2009 with the second wave. The point of us being here is to prevent these things from, what am I saying? Heightening, getting worse.
Yes.
We see these things happening. These are my predictions that I am seeing, that I've seen, and the reason I'm here is to change it from happening. Your earthly producers, directors, TV people made a show about us. They called us the Travelers. There's a TV show about us. We don't come in with the whole headache thing. We come in through a tragic event, like an accident, like a surgery that went wrong. We come in through an easy, very smooth way where the soul that took possession before agreed to step aside and let us come in and do the mission as we are supposed to be.
That's a good thing to talk about.
It is so important that we change these events, that we calm it down, and that these things don't take place. Dark has such a hold on this earth right now, and we are trying to raise the love vibration. Now, here's what's going to happen. If we don't, there's these blue lights, these blue laser lights are going to start showing up. They might not be seen through human eyes. It will be seen through spiritual eyes. It is a blue beam that will come down and take all the children, whatever animals are left, because the animals are already starting to go. If you guys see, there's a heightened awareness to saving animals, saving insects, and especially a heightened awareness around miscarriages. A lot of people are having miscarriages because these children are getting here. They think they're ready for the heightened vibration, and then they get here and go, it's too much. I gotta go back. I can't do this. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. It has nothing to do with the mother. Has nothing to do. You shouldn't be blaming yourself. It had nothing to do with. Now, there is some babies that come in and they want to experience just the conception. That's part of their mission. Maybe they want to just experience the conception. Maybe they just want to feel what a birth is like, and then they go, okay, I'm good, and they go back. Again, has nothing to do with the mother, and the mother is not to blame. But however, both souls agreed to do this, that, hey, okay, you just want to come in and just experience a conception. Yes, I would just like to do that. I don't want to do a life. Okay, I agree to that. Okay? Your physical self just doesn't remember it. Okay?
You can tell them about Megan and what we did on her because of the twins. And let them know that.
I don't know if she's open. Would she be open?
She won't care.
Okay. Yvonne's daughter-in-law, Megan, came to me for a reading because she had a miscarriage. In the reading, I was not aware until in the reading that she had twins. She said the doctor confirmed, yes, they were twins. And I said, I don't really fully remember her reading, but thank you. Who was that? Cheryl. Thank you. I'm getting there. I'm still a little sick. But the one child had said, "Oh, I just wanted to experience the conception. Like, tell her not to blame herself. I just came in to see the exception. That was what I agreed to. She agreed to it. She just doesn't remember." And I'm trying to explain this to her, and she said, you know, she understood and understood all this.
That was a little boy. Then the little girl, he had died earlier in the womb, but the little girl lived a little bit longer and then died.
Now, what people need to understand is, I have a daughter. Her name's Eden. Everybody knows. But Eden is very much aware, and she's sitting right here. Say hi.
Hi.
She's very much aware that I am not fully her mother. Her mother passed in the car accident in 2009. She knows that we are two different people. Again, I'm still her mother. I took on the responsibility of furthering her education, furthering her well-being, helping her with her gifts. But she again said to me, there was before the accident, and then there was after the accident, and then there's now. She knows that after the accident, I had a depression because my soul had to acclimate with the body, with the vibration here. I was having a rough time being here. It really, really sucks coming here now as opposed to before, like when I was Anne Boleyn or when I was Mary Magdalene. It was a lot easier. It wasn't as heavy. It was heavy, but it wasn't as heavy as it is now. I'm not going to lie. It sucks being here. Every day, almost every day, I say to Maria, okay, done with the mission. Beat me up. Eat me up. I'm good now. It sucks. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Okay, thank you guys for giving me a heads up. We're getting a lot of dark because, guys, because Dark does not want me getting these predictions out. This is the whole reason why I went live, because I did predictions for 2019, like I do every year. I do it every year for 2019, and somebody from Chicago, Illinois, broke into my account and deleted just that. So I hit a nerve with someone. So yes, Cheryl, anytime I'm telling truth or I'm coming at you guys,
Yeah,
I get a lot of trolls. I just had to block like 6 people
I believe
already.
it.
So, and normally I don't have this many
No, not
problems
at
at
all.
all. So, okay. Like I've noticed I've been getting attacked a lot. There was some guy named David that wrote, apparently he's been my follower for a long time, and he just wrote this long thing about me being all about money and egotistical, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we have like 2 charities going on. I get free items at my shop all the time. What are you talking about? And I had to step back and go, you know what, and it got confirmed to me, and I'll tell you why. We had a young man, and I talked about this, if some of you remember, I talked about this. There was a young man who was a student of mine. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to, obviously that's very rude. I'm not going to pinpoint. But he flipped out in the middle of the night because this was, and I'm usually up till 5 a.m. because I feel like at the time, I felt like if somebody needed me, I got to be up because then my team can just get a hold of me and things like this. So, because we've had a few like suicidal people in the past month, and I didn't want to miss it, so I wanted to be up. But I was up too much, and Maria kind of just sedated me through spiritual sleep, and I slept through the whole thing. I woke up. Apparently what happened, long story short, is he was being attacked by Dark, and I wasn't answering him. At 3 a.m, I was sleeping. Then he just full out attacked me. Just ripped me to shreds, said I wasn't the real walker of God. He's the real person of God, and just all this stuff. I'm like, what is he talking about? This young man was brave enough, and we had to block him, obviously, because it was getting a little crazy. He had enough braveness to walk in my shop and apologize. He said, I just wanted, and I think he was using an excuse to come in to buy something so he could talk to me. But he took me aside. He drove in, I think it was 30 minutes, because he lives like 30 minutes away.
Yes, he did.
Drove in, took me aside and said, I really want to say I'm so sorry for all the things I said to you. I'm really sorry. I was surrounded by Dark around that time. I was into drugs, and something was attacking me that night, and I was high. He goes, I didn't mean anything I said to you. I'm so sorry. And I said, don't worry about it. Clean slate.
Speaks volumes of his character.
And I re-added him back onto the page so that he could be involved with everything again. I talked about this lady. Like, that just confirmed to me that it's Dark attacking me. They will use anybody. Listen to me. If you guys have a weakness, ego, confidence. We have a lot of people with confidence. They are going to use any weakness they can to use you as a puppet to attack somebody. I just saw a video of a girl with her hijab. She was just in the bathroom, and another girl beat her up because she wasn't speaking English. Beat her to a pulp, to almost death. That's Dark using that young girl as a puppet. And you guys are not becoming aware of it, and you're letting them do it. They're behind you, just, yeah, keep yelling at them. Yeah, punch them, punch them. You guys, honestly, if you sat in front of yourself in a mirror, do you really think that would be you? Think about it. Do you really think that's you? You have to get to the core of who you are, because I guarantee that's not you. I just posted, this is a prime example. I just posted, I had a family that I'm very close to break down and tell me that trolls.
They're good tonight.
Yeah, I know, they're on a ball tonight. Obviously, go away. I had a family. Funny thing is, I was in the middle of doing a reading, and it came out something was going on at the house. And the mother broke down and said, it's probably because we haven't had electric on since October. And I said, what? How are you guys staying warm? What are you cooking? What's in your fridge? Like, how are you keeping anything going? And she said, well, we've had a couple people, or I think she said it was her gas. It's either her gas or electric isn't on. She said somebody let them borrow some heated blankets, and her daughter was crying her eyes out. And her mom's crying, saying, I feel like I'm failing her as a parent. No, you're not, because I was there. It's hard being a single mom. It fucking sucks. It is very hard. And until that child becomes a parent, they're not going to know exactly what you're going through. Okay? And I said, and I sat back, and I'm talking to John, who was with me. And I said, we got to do something. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to, I don't want to do GoFundMe, because last time we did a GoFundMe, we raised $300 for a homeless man. And I didn't know until I cashed it out and I transferred it over that GoFundMe took 150 of it. Like, I am never using GoFundMe again. That is such a scam. It's disgusting. I know this from experience because it happened to me. But when I posted this about this family, that we were raising money for this family to get their electric, gas, whatever, back on, I have people arguing about the GoFundMe. It is not about the GoFundMe. I had that experience. I have the t-shirt. Done it, did it, got the t-shirt. Done. Not dealing with GoFundMe. Nothing you say is going to convince me to go with GoFundMe. So stop arguing about it. It does not have to do anything to do with GoFundMe. It has to do with this family needs some money. And I know that it's Christmas. I know that you guys are having problems with, your own problems in Christmas. That's why I said any amount. If enough people adds up,
it adds up.
It will pay and help them get their gas on.
Yes.
Stop arguing. This is what I'm talking about. Dark will use you as a puppet to start arguments, even on a charity post. For God's sakes, wake up. I was going on and I was so excited. I'm like, okay, we're going to raise money for this family. I'm so excited. They're going to get it on by Christmas. This is our goal. We have a couple days till Christmas. Let's get some money. Let's get their gas on. Let's get them some heat and they can have an actual nice fucking Christmas. But no, I have a few people arguing about the GoFundMe. Who the fuck cares about GoFundMe? Help us raise money for this family. Stop arguing. I was so disgusted that I came on and saw arguing. And this is what I'm finding on my posts. Not being nice to one another, but chumping one another and saying, oh, I'm right about this, you're not, you're wrong. And oh, I'm going to argue with you and fight with you. I don't know you, but I'm just going to keep fighting with you and argue with you. I'm sorry, guys. It breaks my heart to see that Dark has such control over so many people. And you guys are allowing it. Have more power. Get meditated. Get some sage. Get some black tourmaline. Fight the hell back. I am so tired of repeating messages and you guys aren't listening. You're not taking it into your soul and listening. Take this stuff and use it. Don't sit there and go, oh, I can't wait to listen to Christina. But it's like going to church. You sit there and you listen to the priest, but are you taking anything he said back home with you? Do you see what I'm saying? Don't come on the live feeds just to listen. Use what I'm teaching you. That's why I'm here. Or I'm just wasting my time doing these live feeds. I really am. And I don't want to be wasting my time. I didn't come here for that. Another troll.
Another one.
I follow the dark side. Like, really?
Well then, good for you. But this isn't the dark side.
I am so happy to the people that did donate today. I mean, it's little, but honest to God, it's big in my mind because it's better than nothing.
Yes.
Period. Help this family, because I know for a fact if you guys had no electric or no gas, you would want somebody to help you. Period. Put yourself in their shoes. They were sitting in front of me. They are not on cyber network. They sat in front of me. I know who they are, and we're trying to help this family. Don't argue on the post about charity. I love you guys, but you got to fight back with Dark. I can't do it for you. All I can do is give you messages, and you got to do something with it. Nancy, I don't do the GoFundMe, but I had started a charity back in 2014 called Beyond the Light Charities. It's filtered through the Divine Medium. So you can actually go to PayPal and donate any amount you need to do or any amount you want to do to the Divine Medium, D-I-V-I-N-E, the Divine Medium at gmail.com to PayPal, or you can call it into the shop, which people have been doing at 814-254-4523. Yes, we are taking donations. And we're still taking donations for the homeless. We have somebody brought in a huge bag of blankets, and it almost made me cry. I couldn't believe it. And it's not new. She's like, my nephew had them. Somebody's going to use them. Doesn't have to be new. Blankets, scarves, hats. We're taking any donations we can for the homeless right now, and we're going to donate them in January. The 1st of January, it's going and being donated for the winter months for any homeless people. But yeah, you can call the shop at 814-254-4523, and those people have been just kind of calling in donations. And we make a separate receipt for donations, which goes to my accountant, and he just deals with all that filtering money stuff. So Nicole, yeah, we get a lot of people that just come in and sit with the crystals and read. Usually I tell people, when you go to the crystals and ones that call to you, gather them up and read, because I guarantee 99% of the time those crystals are something you're going to need in your life, and they're telling you right there in writing, this is what I'm going to help you with. Okay? Very, very cool. I love that you went to your store and did that. Thank you, Jennifer. I know I'm being a little harsh today, but honest to God, guys,
They're not listening.
it's been 5 years of this. 5 years of teaching and giving. I came here in 2009 for a specific reason. And I keep telling Maria, if it doesn't sink in, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm leaving the way I came in. Car accident, I'm out. You guys see a car accident and I'm in it? That's why. I'm out. I'm out. I'm letting the other travelers, the other walk-ins do their thing, because I feel like I'm helping, but it's almost like, okay, Maria called it residual waste. Remember her calling it that? She called it residual waste. It's when I have a follower that's here for, let's say, 4 or 5 years, maybe 3 years, maybe they're here for 2 years, and they're listening and they're doing all the stuff, but eventually down the road, they start becoming, what's the word? Combative, or thinking they're above me,
Or equal to you.
or equal to me, or they want to fight with me, or they're fighting with everybody else on my pages. She calls it residual waste. Why? Because they're not taking in the message and absorbing it the way they're supposed to. And she calls it waste. Everything you've been teaching them, not absorbed. Let's chalk it up. It's residual waste. And she said, let's move on, because they're not getting it. Let's move on. And I hate that I have to do that. I hate it with my soul. I hate it, because when I first started getting into this, I was like, I'm going to get these messages out. I'm going to do the scriptures. I'm going to finish out the scriptures. I'm going to write the books, because John, he says to me, you're not writing this book. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're writing it, but you're not writing it. And I said, well, no. He goes, you're channeling it. And I said, yeah. He goes, what's being channeled? Why are you channeling it? I said, because I'm bringing the Bible. I'm bringing the missing Bible. I'm supposed to be writing the missing Bible. And he's like, wow. He goes, so you have to do this. I go, yeah. He goes, why aren't you? I go, I'm getting distracted. People are demanding everything from me, and I can't find time to write the books. I haven't read in 3 months. There is a huge waiting list that I just cannot get myself to get to, because I have to get these books done. I only have a certain amount of divine time to get it done, so I can get the books out to you. And he goes, the books are going to take off. I go, yeah, that's the whole point. All of humanity needs to hear what's in these books. And it's going to help you guys. And I'm giving the scripture messages to you on my feed. And I think I'm getting to the point where I don't know what to do next, because I'm not seeing the results that the guides need to see. You're shaking this. I just saw that. I'm like, what is that doing? Yeah, exactly. And Lauren, you hit it on the nail. Nobody wants to hear the truth. I'm seeing a lot of this. Read me. Read me. What do you read? Oh, read me for free. Read me. Don't care about the message. They want drama, frilliness, free. I'm giving you the scriptures for free. You're not even reading it out of the book yet. I'm giving it to you now for free. Don't want to hear it. Boring. Move on. I don't want to. That's not going to help me. But it is going to help you. It's going to help you so much. You have no clue. Oh, it makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Oh. Thank you, Ben. Ben says I'm totally here for the message. I think a lot of you guys, like Cheryl, you've been here a long time. And I'm going to just ask you a question. Cheryl, just Cheryl alone. Cheryl Earnhardt. Have you noticed a slow progression of change in me since you first started watching all this? Thank you, Shonda. Yeah, Lauren, it is. Thank you, Anastasia. I can tell you are, honey. Right, Kayla, thank you. I'm just waiting on Cheryl's answer. Michelle, that's true. But Maria says there's a divine point in the listening where a mechanism kind of just goes. That's the whole point of my vibration, is the messages are supposed to spring like a mechanism in the spirit where it clicks. And a lot of these people get the click, but let the ego take over the click. That's the problem we're having. Cheryl said, yes, I've noticed. Now, what's the change that you're noticing? Awesome, Nicole, come on in. Hi, Nina, welcome. Thank you, Beverly. And Cindy, that's different. There's a difference between trying to comprehend and understand than listening there's a difference between listening and hearing. Cindy, you're hearing and trying to understand, where people are just monotoned listening and not getting. It's not about understanding, it's they don't want it to click. I can't explain it. It's not sinking in. Cindy, it's sinking in, but you're trying to figure it out. There's a difference. You're at least trying. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, Sue. It's overwhelming. You're trying to push through. It's painful, like a losing battle of sorts. Cheryl, it's more like losing a child. I'm trying to birth these messages, and I'm losing the child that I'm birthing. That's how I see it. This is my baby, and I feel like I'm losing the baby. And it's draining. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to get some sleep. Oh, you gotta eat better. This is a spiritual war. It has nothing to do with my physical. Okay, Sue, awesome. Deborah, yes, because Deborah says, I know you have become more serious and more focused. That's because I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I am only supposed to be here a short amount of time and I pass away. I get these things done, the TV shows, the school for the gifted kids, the books, the oracle cards. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Farah, she said, I've changed so much from the first time she started watching me. Yeah, I'm more determined, more focused, more motivated, in a sense that I know I am reaching people, but there's others that are just they're unreachable, and they're so demanding. Could not care less about themselves, very egotistical, very demanding. And that's I don't respond well to that. When you treat my team disrespectfully, how do you think I'm going to think you're going to treat me next the same way? Not going to happen. I'm not going to approach you if you're like that with my team. That's why I have my team in place. If you're going to be disrespectful to them, how do you think I'm going to think you treat other people around you? Your character shows everything. I'm going to give you a prime example. I just talked to Yvonne about this. Something just came out recently about John of God. He was this healer. I have no doubt that he did heal people. But it's when you take a gift and you distort it to your own ego. And I backed him up because of his healings. And it was being clouded for me what he was truly doing. And I got all these messages that he had disgraced sexually 300 women. And I said to Yvonne, I said, this is my point. How do you take something that God gave you to come to earth to help his people with and distort it to your own gain, to make money and for your own selfish needs? It makes us, the ones that are trying to help, look like shit. And it makes me so angry. I am so angry at this man right now because he took something so precious, exactly, and distorted it to his own disgusting ways. He went dark real fast. We just had a troll that says, I'm on the dark side. Yeah, this guy, he went to the dark side. And he let it happen. And this is what I'm talking about. Dark, using people as puppets. I can't imagine taking my gifts and using them in a distorted way. I can't even fathom doing that because I know the repercussions that I'm going to face in heaven. This is only temporary, guys. You're here for a second, a minute, you're gone. Heaven, it just keeps going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. Just keeps going and going. You're fucked. I'm telling you, this is temporary. You do not want to mess this up or you're fucked. And you're just going to have to keep coming back and coming back like the Energizer Bunny. You're going to keep coming back and you just yourself, okay? I'm telling you. You do not want to mess what you're trying to learn here. Just like John of the God. John of God is going to have to repeat all this over again until he freaking gets it and lets his ego go and just lets God's mission take over. I just... Jamie Powers. I just started listening about a month ago, and in just the first video I watched, I was so overwhelmed with all the information that you provided that my brain wasn't sure how to process. Yvonne, do you want to introduce yourself to Jamie? Because Yvonne's around me 24/7, and she goes, my brain hurts.
Daily basis.
On a daily basis. But I try to comment you guys like Jesus did. I try to use the most kindergarten words possible for you. I see it in the spiritual sense, and I try to bring it down. Let's bring it down.
Bring it down a little lower there, girlfriend.
Bring it down. So you guys can understand. Thank God. Jamie, that's awesome. I love you. Yeah, and Cheryl, you hit it on the nail. You hit it right on the head of the nail. You have to keep, you guys have to keep yourselves focused, but childlike. God always said, continue to be childlike, because what is childlike? Childlike is you keep your innocence, you keep your purity, and it's not so much purity. It's more like you keep your light, and you look at the world as friendly and loving, and and you let people out, and you open doors, and you're like, hey, Merry Christmas. Like how I was in Subway. It was like I was a kid. I just sat down. I'm like, hey, I'm joining you.
Well,
what you guys eating?
There's no bad. It's all good.
And then there was a guy behind us, and she says, is this going to be one or two? And I go, oh, I'm paying. We're together. And Yvonne's fighting with me. She's like, no, you're not paying for me. I'm like, it's going to be both of us. She's like, no, you're not paying. I'm like, it's going to be Oba. It's just going to be Oba. And the guy behind me is just like, I think I'm going to go with her. She's going to pay for both. And Yvonne's like, why are you taking her side?
Yeah, what are you taking her side for? My God.
He goes, he says, my mom always taught me that women are right.
Women are always right.
Women are always right. And she goes, but we're both women. Why are you siding with her?
Yeah, why you side with her?
And he goes, I just feel the need to side with her.
Of course. Of course. I said, well, I'm older.
This went on in Subway, and while she was waiting for her sandwich, I sat down with this family. There's seats everywhere. And I sat down with this family like, hey, I'm joining you. What are you guys eating?
Oh, God.
And the guy's like, yeah, come on, sit down. This is how it's supposed to be. Guys, be open to other people. Don't be like, oh, what do they want? Like, you know what I mean? You're going to get that internal sensing that, you know, somebody is wrong and you probably shouldn't be talking to them. But you're going to know eventually, like, your inner compass is going to be like, no, these people are cool. You're good. Like, you know what I mean? Don't shun them. You might open up to, I might have just made their day the whole night. Maybe they haven't talked to people because it looked like they had, their child had needs. And maybe this is the first human conversation they've had with somebody in like a month. You don't know. And maybe it just made their night. You don't know. So be open to the possibilities of making friendships and communicating. I was in the deli the other day, and I was just talking to some random lady about the deli. And I was like, so you doing your Christmas shopping? You buying some ham? Just, is that for your dad? Like, just randomly just trying to make her laugh. And I had her laugh. I had her go, and I go, you should get some Swiss to back that ham up. Just like nonsense. And I had her laugh, and this older lady, she's like in her 60s, just cracking up. And I was like, because I was leaving, I go, oh, by the way, I'm Christina, and we shook hands. That's it. That's all you needed. And it probably made her whole day. Oh, some lady just talked to me in the grocery store.
If people are depressed or what they're feeling that day.
Yeah.
They might have just boosted somebody
She
up.
might have just had to, maybe she like just went to the doctors and got some bad news, and I just cheered her up. You don't know. Cheer somebody's day up, even if it's freaking 5 minutes. Who the hell cares? Talk to people. Don't do this. I'm a zombie.
That's what
Stop
it is,
doing that. Get the hell out of your phones. God. Like, you're at Subway and you see like 5 people. I'm like, man, I can't talk to no one. And I'm always trying to find an opportunity to just start cracking up with some stranger. Every time, it's guaranteed I will find somebody that isn't on their phone and just start talking to them randomly. And they don't know how to take me at first, and then they're like, oh, this chick's cool. All right,
like
so
her.
get out of your freaking phones, people. Start making connections. Even if it's for 5 seconds, you don't have to become best friends with them. Make their day. Make your day. It's going to brighten your day up. Exactly. We're made for love. Now, I know I'm in my shop, and sometimes somebody will come in, and I might not say hi right away. That's usually because I'm kind of like filling you out. Because we've had some shady characters come into the shop, so it takes me a couple minutes to kind of like absorb your energy when you first walk in the door at me, and I'm just kind of like, hey, give me a couple minutes. Because I do it at Subway, I do it anywhere. Like the lady at the deli, 5-10, like about 2-5 minutes, and I opened right up because I was checking her energy out. She's cool. We're good. Hi, Lucy. Thank you. Okay, hold on.
Another one.
Yeah, I was gonna block her a while ago, but I was like, okay, maybe she's just very religious. I don't know. Oh.
What's the matter?
It won't let me block. Oh well. I'm not worried about it. Guys, just ignore. I blocked her. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just ignore it. You're gonna get that on occasion. It happens.
Oh yeah. It's always going to happen.
Belina, I do that too. And sometimes when you smile at them, they're like...
They're not used to that.
They're like, what's wrong with her? Wow, I'm just smiling. You look kind of cool. I thought we could smile at each other. Not gonna kill you. I don't got a knife in my purse or anything. God, this is what it's gonna. You know what? The best comic. Did you ever see Sebastian? He talks about times back in the 70s and 80s when somebody would visit.
Yes.
Mom would get Sanka out. And she'd be like, "Don't touch those donuts. They're for the guests."
Yes.
But then he switches up the comic routine and he goes, now compared to our time when somebody comes to visit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, the doorbell rings. He goes, shh, shh, get down, get down. Are you expecting anybody? No? Who the hell's at the front door? Whereas back in the day, it was like, oh, come on in. And the guy's like, oh, it's just in the neighborhood. Come for a visit. Well, come on in, have some cake, have some Sanka.
Or have a bottle of beer.
And then compared to now, the doorbell rings, you're like, turn the lights off. Get down, get down. Where's the gun? Who the hell would be knocking at this hour? Oh God, he is hysterical. I gotta let me find his comedic routine and I'll post it. It's completely hilarious. It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. When I saw that, I was busting out laughing like, yeah, that's exactly what happens. Huh. Do you think they got the wrong house? Why would they be knocking here? We're not expecting anybody. Why did they call first? Do you have your cell phone on? Find out who it is. Oh God, completely hilarious.
Non-sociable society we're living in.
Oh, that's awesome, Andy. That is so cool. He said his girlfriend gave a homeless man 2 nights in a hotel room and food for a week.
Oh my God.
That is the coolest shit I've ever heard.
That is wow.
That is the coolest I've ever heard.
Yeah, that.
Johanna said she saw that. She said it was so funny. Oh, Sally, I'm feeling a little better. I'm not home. I'm not totally home yet. He's an Italian comedian. Oh, he is hysterical. Bye, Vader. You going upstairs? Where are you going? Are you leaving? Our big puppy dog.
There he goes, back upstairs. He's got a drink of water.
He came down for a drink of water. Now he's trying to calculate how he's going to get up the steps because he's old.
Oh, he's like a big log.
He is a big freaking bear.
I know he is.
And he sits there. He gets up the steps and he's like, okay. This is going to be bad. All right, do I take the left back leg up first or the right paw first? Like he sits there and then he goes, all right, he kind of bow and then he goes, okay, we're on it. Let's keep going.
And then he goes.
And he like chucks it up the steps as fast as he can so he doesn't fall. It's hysterical.
If he stops, he's not going again.
The funniest shit is when he comes down, he gets a drink of water, and then he goes up the steps and he stands at the steps and stares at them like,
he's procrastinating.
God, here we go. How the hell am I getting up now? It's like he's calculating it in his head, like, shit. Fucking steps again.
You know, you could make it easier on him. Just put the water dish upstairs for him.
It should.
Yes, you should.
But it's like a freaking lake. By the time you get, it's like water from the bowl over to where you can track his path through the house. You can tell he went for a drink of water because it's going from the kitchen all the way through the living room, all the way upstairs. It's just dribble. It's was like, what the hell was leaking? That's why we have a fucking big ass rug in the kitchen, because he dribbles and then by the time he gets to the middle of the kitchen, it's absorbed most of it.
Yeah, so you don't want that upstairs.
He's got a big snap. He's got a big beak on him.
It's so
a
big
beak, and he just blah blah. It's like
he's bigger than a cup bear.
he drinks a lake, and half of the water of the lake comes out of the bowl on his way
as
out.
he's walking.
Oh my god, he is a nightmare sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Too completely funny. Me too, Ben. I've been so sick. I haven't been in my shop in 2 weeks. Drove Yvonne crazy.
Just a little bit.
She said she was about to go to the loony bin.
Yep. Ready
Without me there.
Yep.
And I'm just like comatose in bed. I'm like, I'll wake up. I'm like, yeah, I'll go back. No work. I can look at my phone. It's Yvonne.
I need this.
What happened now?
I need that.
Just Tower 24. I don't care. There's all these messages from like my media team, like, this person has a question. Can't you deal with it? I'm like, I got NyQuil in me. Can you just tell them I'll get back to them later? Like, this is not coherent at all. Well, this one lady's really demanded to talk to you. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Just so out of it. This is not a care in the world.
Oh no.
And today Yvonne's like, one more day, Christina. I would have been in the loony bin. Just forget it.
Yep.
Not doing it.
Done. See ya.
I'm not coming back next week.
Nope. I'm taking a week or two off. I'm done.
Yeah, it was real bad. Doctor gave me an inhaler and I was allergic to it.
Yes, you are.
And the right side of my body went numb, and we thought I was having a stroke actually from it. So I stopped taking that. It's everything in my chest. It's really bad. Angela. I don't know. I'm hoping soon. We have the Oracle. I have two Oracle decks getting finished, and hopefully that will be mid-year next year. That you guys will have the Oracle cards, and then you guys can take the classes on how to use them properly. Oh, excuse me. Mandy, I have allergic reaction to things because I'm not the original owner of this vessel. So I'm not allergic to things, but the body is, and it rejects it because my spiritual chemistry doesn't match the spiritual chemistry of the original owner. Do you see? The codes aren't calculating. So everything just kind of gets rejected. It's reject. Code red. Code red.
She's a reject.
Get it out of her system.
Yeah.
Not a match. It doesn't match. It's like putting, like, let's say, for example, an O donor or an O person type blood was losing a lot of blood and they put the wrong blood in. Do you see? Reject, reject. That's what's going on. Not working. Oh, thank you from Pakistan. It just depends on the spiritual chemistry, Melissa. Danielle, exactly. Legos and Mega Blocks. I think I'm talking too much.
I think so.
So what questions do you have? Because I feel like we went over a lot of stuff that I didn't. Or did we?
I think we went pretty much over Most of them. I don't know. I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should call it.
Guys, I'm getting worse with my throat.
Yeah, that was a lot for one night.
Colleen, I don't know because of the TV shows. There's been a lot of headway with TV shows and networks. And we're taking everything day by day because I don't know when I'm going to get the call to go overseas. But if you guys have questions on the predictions that I just went over, you can post them. Actually, just post them to my wall. My team or I will get to them. But again, if you guys have questions about shipping, crystals, getting scheduled in, anything like this, don't go to Facebook Messenger. Call the shop. All of your questions will be answered at the shop. Yvonne is with me 24/7. Anything I teach, I say, she already knows. She's around me 24/7. She knows all this stuff. If you have a question, she's more likely to answer it than any of my media team because my media team is all overseas. They're overseas, they're out of state. They're not around me 24/7, so they can't answer these questions unless some of them are on my live feeds and they get the teachings. But Yvonne knows everything. She is my right-hand person. She's my go-to. Talk to her. Call the shop. Maria, as the path that it's going, the energetic path that it's going now, no. You're not going to be able to get out of it. You will have to live off the grid, live off the land, and not have to deal with government, make your own food, do solar panels, not have to have electricity, things like this, then you would be able to avoid it, yes. But it's going to be very difficult. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. The path that we are going now, if second wave fails the mission, and all of these things take place, and this is the mission I'm on, I am part of second wave. If we fail the mission, I'm going to kind of, this is why I'm preparing you guys for this. Get a community together. Get certain people together and start a community so that when this starts coming to fruition, if it does, you have your community together, go off the grid. Start building little houses. Start going solar. Start getting seeds that aren't man-split made. They're earth-made seeds. Don't get man-made. Get earth-made seeds. And build your own food. Build your own harvest supply. This is the way you're going to avoid these things and protect yourself. That's the way it's going to happen. Build up your water supply. Money's not going to be a commodity, so I would just get that out of the window. Take only your favorite items. Maybe there's a favorite book you want to take with you. Don't take a lot with you. Build this community up of people that you trust, that you can go off the grid with. Other than that, if you're still in society and the society ways of doing things, it's going to be chipped. It's going to come to that. There's, it's according to Maria, I don't know what states they are, but she said there's one state fully chipped and other ones are on the process of doing this. So not like outlaws, Melissa, no. We just won't go by the way of society. A lot of people might even find ways of, going to New Zealand or going to those places that don't go by these society ways, but live off the land and things like this, and they might travel and go that way. Mandy, I've had a lot of people ask me to do a hippie community where we would have a community set in place for when this happens. If you guys are interested in that, somebody can throw up a post and say who wants to be in the hippie tribe for the future predictions if they happen, and then everybody just kind of signs their name underneath. We can start a group for you guys. That'd be fine. where everybody just kind of keeps in contact and kind of gets a game plan going, that'd be fine. You guys can do that on my page. And one of my team members will put together the page for you guys, so you guys are set, ready to go, and you just add each other to it. Okay? Okay, guys, I'm gonna actually go rest because my stomach's getting upset and my throat, I'm starting to lose my voice. And I gotta go take like tea or something. But yeah, I was a little fired up in the middle of the video because I really need you guys, I need you guys to open your eyes, wake up, and listen and pay attention. Because it's more important now than ever. Angela, in my eyes, yes. The second you get chipped, the things that I saw happen with the chips, it's not the way you want to go. Try to avoid it. Alright guys, I love you. And I'm going to download this video right now and put it on YouTube, so whoever's breaking into my Facebook can't delete this video. If it gets deleted, you go right to YouTube and you can find it. But I love you guys, and please guys, donate to this family. The PayPal is thedivinemedium@gmail.com, or you can call the shop and donate any amount. It could be $2, I don't care. Any amount's gonna help them. It could be $1, I don't freaking care. At least it's better than nothing. And this family needs help. I know them, I've seen them, they were in my presence. They're not on social media somewhere and I'm randomly having a family reach out to me. They are people I know. They need help. And we're not doing GoFundMe. I already went over why. They're a bunch of scammers. I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting all the money that you guys are donating to some organization that's just going to scam us out of that money that could be helping them. So I'm not doing it. This way you guys know every single dime is going to them and it's not getting filtered anywhere else. And the PayPal is the Divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, the divinemedium@gmail.com. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I obviously won't be live on Christmas Tuesday, but the following week I will. We might do this again, just randomly, just pop on and do a live. But thank you guys for joining. Understand where I'm coming from. And guys, spiritually, open up and listen, because it's going to save your life one day. It's going to save your mission here one day. Okay, guys, I love you.